Hi everyone, my name is Katya and this is the channel Need for Speed. Thank you very much for watching this video. Today we are going to learn the very basics of knitting. You will see that it's not difficult and very interesting. I should also add that knitting way that I'll show you today is called continental knitting or European knitting. The difference is in the way that we are holding the yarn. In continental way, we are holding the yarn, the working yarn, in left hand and working with right hand. For me personally, it's faster to knit like this, so sometimes it's also called speed knitting. Let's get started. We'll start with learning how to cast on stitches. For this purpose, you need a pair of knitting needles, not too thin, not too thick. I think this size is 3.5. And a ball of yarn, also any yarn. I have this beige brown ball, which would be perfect for our lesson. So we are taking a small amount of yarn. This initial amount will depend on how many stitches do we need to cast on. For this lesson, we will make maybe 20 stitches, so we are taking about 30-35 centimeters of yarn. By the way, a small disclaimer, I am a right-hander and will show everything for people who are also right-handed. If your left hand is main hand, maybe it will be a good idea to put on mirror and watch this video as a reflection. So we are holding a pair of needles in the right hand. We are taking our yarn. The end of the yarn goes towards yourself. We are rolling the yarn over the thumb, over the index finger, and pinching the ends with the rest of the fingers. So we got such a triangle. We are putting the needles over the horizontal side of triangle, moving it a little bit close to yourself. Go up by the thumb, scooping up horizontal side of triangle again, and moving needles down, releasing the yarn from the thumb and pulling our ends. And we got our first 2 stitches. Let's do it again. So needles over the horizontal side, moving a little bit towards yourself, diving, going up in the loop on the thumb, scooping up horizontal side again, and moving down, releasing the yarn from the thumb and pulling the ends. When you start casting on stitches, you will also get first 2 loops, 2 stitches together. The rest of them will be casted by 1. So how to do it? Again, our triangle. We are leveling our needles, going up by the thumb, scooping up horizontal side, moving down, releasing, pulling. We got our 3rd stitch. Again, up, scooping up the horizontal side of triangle, moving down, releasing, pulling. So that's the whole trick of casting on stitches. Let's do it a little bit faster. Up, scooping up, down, pulling, up, scooping up, down, pulling. We have 6 stitches already. Let's do 20 as we agreed, all right? When you have little space left in the needle, it's advisable to move our loops a little bit down the needle so you will have more space to cast on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I got a little bit of yarn left, so we will do 18, 19, 20. It was enough. And with the rest of the yarn and the rest of the yarn from the bow, we are making the little knot. That's it. We won't use this yarn anymore. It will be just left to hang. What are we doing next? We are pulling one needle out, and this will be our working needle. So let's learn how to do knit stitches. There are 2 variants how you can do it. You see, there is a loop on a needle. It has the front side and the back side. You can use either of them, but the classical way is to use the front side. So today we will learn exactly this way. So we are moving the needle into the loop, scooping up the yarn on the index finger and pulling it through the loop and releasing it from the left needle. Here we go. We got our first knit stitch. Again, we are putting it into the loop, scooping up the yarn on the left index finger and pulling it through. Don't pull it too much, otherwise your stitch will become super long, and don't make it too tight as well, just the right amount. You will with practice you will know what is the right amount. For now, just whatever you think is right amount would be good. Releasing it from the needle. Third one, inserting, scooping up, pulling it through and releasing. So that's how knit stitches look like. They always look like a tick from the front side and like small lines, horizontal lines or dashes from the wrong side. So we are continuing our front side, putting the needle up, scooping up the yarn, pulling it through, releasing. Up, scooping up, pulling it through, releasing. I'll show how to do it a little bit faster. By the way, when you do it faster, you help with the index finger a little bit, you see, I move it a little bit towards myself and pulling the yarn towards myself, so it will be easier to scoop it up. Here you go. We are moving it down the needle, so we will have more space for the new stitches here. So let's make it a little bit faster. If you feel that the yarn is too tight, just release a little bit. Don't worry if the ball went somewhere away, it happens. If you have a cat, the cat would definitely play with it. So we have 3 stitches left. 1, 2, and the last one we will also make like a knit stitch. In the next video I will show you the other way of ending our row. So congratulations, we finished our first row. Look how beautiful it is. Let's make the second one. We are turning over the left needle, putting the empty needle again into our right hand. It will be our working needle, and starting the same way, putting up, scooping up the yarn, pulling through, releasing. Now your task is just to make these stitches so it will become like an automatic movement, so you won't really think about it. And let's make at least 10 rows of our knitting, so we will see what kind of pattern we are getting. The one we are doing is called garter stitch. Okay, I'll see you after 8 more rows. So we finished our 10 rows, and that's how our knitting looks like. This type of knitting is called garter stitch, when we use only knit stitches and our knitting looks same from the both sides, you see, and it's, if we pull it, it's a little bit ribbed. It's a combination of ticks, of small ticks, and like dashes, small lines. So that's it. Now you made your first steps with knitting. I hope you liked it and you will continue knitting, because it's super interesting hobby and you can make a lot of things with your needles. I hope guys you liked this video. Please put the thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe to my channel, because I will release more interesting videos, and see ya!